A woman dressed in a seductive uniform was planning to surprise her boyfriend with some exciting fun. But when the door opened, she was greeted by another woman instead. She assumed this must be a maid her boyfriend had hired. But the woman dropped a bombshell by announcing she was the boyfriend's wife. Annie was completely shocked. She had absolutely no idea her boyfriend was married. She quickly stammered that she must have the wrong address. But as she tried to make her escape, her heels snapped and she crashed into a flower vase, sending herself tumbling into the bushes. She struggled to pick herself up and promised to pay for the damages before hobbling away awkwardly. Nancy watched her limp into the distance, now certain that her husband was cheating on her. The next day, Annie walked into her office to find roses from her boyfriend waiting on her desk. Furious, she immediately broke the stems in half. That's when her boyfriend's wife showed up. Nancy wasn't there to start a fight. She just desperately needed to know if her husband was really having an affair. Annie gave her the brutal truth. She explained that she was just as much a victim in this mess and had never wanted to wreck anyone's marriage. She swore she'd cut all contact with Ike going forward. Nancy's last shred of hope crumbled. She couldn't wrap her head around the fact that Ike had actually betrayed her. She collapsed into a chair, sobbing hysterically as curious coworkers gathered around to gawk at the spectacle. Annie quickly whisked Nancy away to a nearby bar to escape the office drama. At the bar, Nancy unloaded all her pain onto Annie, talking about how hard her life had been and sharing memories of her relationship with Ike. Annie hit her with some harsh reality. Cheating was either never or constantly, no middle ground. She told Nancy to either file for divorce or keep up the charade, but never to believe that a cheater would actually change his ways. After they'd knocked back quite a few drinks and were ready to call it a night, Nancy started acting completely unhinged right there on the street. Annie had to wrestle her into the car, which was no easy feat. Annie figured that would be the end of their interaction, but the very next day, due to copyright restrictions, we can only show you this much of the story. If you're interested in seeing more, check out the original film.